Ever heard the saying, history repeats itself? Well, if this saying is true, then your cash will soon be of no value, because in this video, I'm going to reveal why the cash in your wallet could soon become worthless. Big shout out to Ian, my friend from uni, who reminded me about the French assignat I'm going to talk about in just a moment. And he said, you must remind people. So that's what I'm doing. We'll explore the shocking case of the French assignat and how they got wiped out, which can soon happen to the current fiat money you all use. Now don't panic. By the end of this video, you'll understand not only the threats to our economy, but also the powerful strategies that you can use to safeguard your financial future. So let's check this timeline. In 1789, France was in a bit of a financial mess. To raise money, they decided to take over all the land owned by the Catholic Church and sell it off. But to buy these lands, people had to use what the French government introduced, an assignat, which was bought using gold and silver. Get it? Gold and silver. So Ian, for my birthday, actually gave me an original assignat, which is absolutely incredible. So what were the assignats? Well, they were interest-bearing bonds. And this was good for the government to get more gold and silver, right? To pay their national debt and pay for the war. Well, let's see what happened. In April 1790, the government decided to make assignats, these things here, even more useful. They made them legal tender, which means that you could use them to pay for anything. And this was great because it made it easier for people to buy and sell things. Okay, fine. But by September 1790, France decided to make these things, the assignats, more like regular paper money, right? You see where this is leading? They printed a lot more of them, way more than they had before. The amount in circulation was increased from 400 million livres to 1.2 billion. Now, at first, this was a good thing. It helped the economy grow and there was enough money for everyone to use. But by 1791, the number of these things, the assignat, was more than the number of lands. This meant that each assignat became worth a little bit less. It was like if you had a pizza and you kept cutting it into smaller and smaller slices, and each slice would be smaller and smaller, but you still have the same amount of pizza. 1792, with the debt rising again, the French government seized the land of emigrants and those who had fled France, adding another 2 billion livres or more to French assets. And then trouble kept mounting in 1793 with the war against England and distrust among the people with these things. Poverty pushed them to loot shops for basic needs like bread. And now the government had to restore peace in the nation. So in 1794, France appealed to the law of maximum to reduce the circulation of paper money. Due to this, there was hyperinflation in 1795, and dismayed with poverty, the people of France tore the French assignat publicly in February of 1796. So the French tried to replace the assignat with something else called the mandat. 3 years later, when Napoleon seized France in 1799, he illegalized paper money and brought back silver and gold back into the monetary system. What is the moral of the story? That's right. The value of gold remained the same. Now, you must be thinking, well, the French assignat collapsed, yes, but it's difficult for our current fiat money to collapse, right? Well, do you know that the national debt crisis in France presently is 3 trillion of debt? Japan, 4.5 trillion. USA, 35 trillion. History is definitely repeating itself. Now, it's still not too late to stop relying on your banks and your fiat money and start investing now. Crypto, stocks, gold, silver. There's so much to choose from, so many alternatives, and you still choose to rely on something that could collapse. I am linking free strategies for investing in stocks and crypto in the Lunchtime Trader and the Lunchtime Investor. I'm not asking for anything in return. Go download your free resources linked in the description below and secure your financial independence. Who knows? This may be the last morning before your money loses value indefinitely. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below.